Now let's check in with Amanda Fitzpatrick. She's in for Marlene this morning with a look at traffic.
Good morning. You know, I had to go to that live video first. I want to show you what it looks like now this morning. Right there, Loop 12 and I-30 North. You can see, again, just those lanes are closed because of the flooding that took place yesterday. And as you mentioned, it had cars backed up for hours, not able to cross. And this will be closed, they're saying, for at least a week. The only difference between now and a few minutes ago, you see there, text out, or someone has a worker there, I guess surveying the damage. But again, those lanes are going to be closed in both directions at I-30. Loop 12 northbound lanes, so be mindful of that. You want to find an alternate route. We also checked to see if there was any areas impacted by the flooding. The exit ramp at 2nd Avenue and Bruton Road also closed in Dallas. And I got off the phone with Tarrant County, where the Grand Prairie exit is also closed right there at Highway 360 on Riverside Drive. So you want to avoid that in Grand Prairie. Carla.
All right. Thanks, Amanda.
Well, good morning. You know, that rain is definitely having an impact on traffic this morning. We have a live look right now. We're going to show you there at I-20 in Westmoreland, where an accident about an hour ago is having traffic with those onlookers slowing down just to look and see what's happening. Just kind of slowing down there, being careful again with those slick roads. You can see a fire truck is there. There was an ambulance earlier, and they are trying to get that car and the accident cleared out of the way so that it doesn't impact traffic later on this morning. Another area that we had an eye on in addition to I-20 Westmoreland was definitely keeping an eye on 35E as well, where we saw that there were some traffic there also, where we were trying to see what was happening at Commerce, and then trying to keep an eye there too where traffic was slowed down earlier. And then we want to look now at all lanes closed between Loop 12 and I-30. That's going to be for an entire week per TxDOT because of the flooding that happened yesterday. As you can imagine, if you're used to taking Loop 12 and I-30, you're going to have to find an alternate route because it will be closed for at least 7 days. And in Grand Prairie, exit ramp closed at Riverside Parkway at Highway 360 northbound lanes. So motorists there are, again, trying to find alternate routes. This rain having an impact. Carla.
Lots of alternate routes people are having to take. Let's check in now with Amanda Fitzpatrick for a look at traffic. She's in for Marlene this morning.
Good morning. I know a lot of people yesterday very nervous when they saw those floodwaters, and we want to show you now what it looks like this morning. As you mentioned, it's been closed off, so they want to make sure they don't have that same incident. Here's a live look with our traffic cam at I-30, as you mentioned, and Loop 12. It will be shut down for an entire week, so you can see those water levels still high. We also want to show you a look at Colorado Boulevard there at 35E, where it's normally a pretty busy area, even now busier than normal, again, over the Trinity River because of those wet, slick roads and cars just trying to take it easy as they travel along. All lanes closed there between 12 and I-30 for a week, as we mentioned. And then we want to also note that in Grand Prairie, you want to be mindful that the exit ramp is closed there, Riverside Parkway and Highway 360 northbound. So just some areas to be mindful of. Again, giving you a last look live at 35E in Colorado. Carla.
All right. Thanks, Amanda. We appreciate that report this morning.
Amanda, traffic problems, I know, are all over the place, aren't they?
They are, and they are increasing by the hour. Okay, we're going to show you some live look now with our traffic cam. We're going to use the 30 in Haskell cam you see there, right there at I-30 and Peak, an accident blocking the two right lanes there. They are now closed. That's not the only location, though. I-30 and Francis also there with an accident and a trouble spot for those drivers that are just trying to get somewhere on this early Saturday morning. And as you mentioned, now is the time to stay inside unless you have somewhere to go because of, again, all of the accidents we're seeing across the board. Even looking at traffic because of the very slick roads there at 35E and Colorado Boulevard, where you're right there, the Trinity River, where that water is continuing to rise and cars are moving a lot slower than normal. Again, it's just been a very busy morning. And if you're one of those drivers where you're going to have to go to, well, Grand Prairie, you want to also be mindful. The exit ramp is closed at Riverside Parkway at Highway 360 northbound, and you want to avoid that area. Again, just give me some looks at some of the accidents. Now to you, Carla.
All right. Thank you, Amanda.